Good gracious, is she mad?
I'm taking the only tube of toothpaste, and it will serve him right when he goes to brush his teeth and doesn't find any.
Maybe I'll have time to go buy him some this afternoon, Mrs. Wingate.
You'll do nothing of the kind. Let him suffer.
But Mrs. Wingate, ma'am, I don't see as how he's done nothing so awful bad.
Oh, no? Just wait till my mother hears how he treats me.
But can't you wait till he comes home from the office and sort of talk things over?
Certainly not. I'm taking the 2 o'clock train home to Mother. That will show him.
But Mrs. Wingate, ma'am, what did he do?
Do? He didn't do anything. That's the whole trouble.
He didn't do nothing?
Hallie, may you never know the agony of being a forgotten woman.
You, ma'am?
Now, naturally, I didn't even hint to him about it. All day yesterday, I waited patiently, heartbrokenly. But when he came home last night and never even mentioned it.
Mention what, ma'am?
All last night, I tossed on my tear-soaked pillow while he snored, the brute. But today my mind is made up. I'm leaving him forever.
Oh, ma'am.
I mean, even if he didn't want to buy me a present, he could have at least said it.
Said what?
Happy birthday.
Yesterday was your birthday, ma'am?
Yes, and he forgot all about it.
I guess that's how men are. Ain't it awful to be married? I wished I was. Your taxi is pulling up now, ma'am. Shall I fasten up your bag?
Yes, hurry. I'll be ready in a minute.
Step out front. Hallie, you're not leaving us.
Oh, no, not me, Mr. Wingate. Her.
Betty, darling, happy birthday. I brought you flowers and your favorite candy.
Don't you Betty darling me.
But Betty...
Yesterday was my birthday, if you want to know. Maybe you ignored it because you think I'm an old hag who's afraid to have them anymore.
Aw, now, Betty.
Goodbye. I'm going home to Mother.
Betty, no, hey, Betty!
She sure is sizzling, ain't she?
So that's how she feels, does it? Just because I'm a day late on her birthday? All right, let her go. She'll be sorry.
This is awful nice candy.
I'll show her I don't care. I'll climb the ladder of success, rung by rung, alone.
My favorite kind.
Never another woman in my life. A woman hater, people call me. A quiet, bitter type. And if I suffer, she'll never know.
Maple walnut. Yummy. Should I put these in some water, sir?
Poor fragile blossoms that'll fade too soon, like the fickle love of a woman. Oh, Hallie, I forgot. She can't leave me.
You suppose this one is a cherry?
My boss is coming this afternoon to meet her, and he's going to give me a raise and put me in charge of a nice branch office.
It is yummy.
If I have a sensible little wife to help me get along.
Now, ain't that something?
This is terrible. I'll have to get her back right away.
If that train's on time, you won't.
What am I going to do? My big chance, and she walks out on me.
That's how women are, I guess. Now, me, I ain't never had nobody to walk out on.
It's bad enough she breaks my heart, but does she have to lose me my job too?
Life is awful tough, ain't it?
I won't lose my job when I've worked so hard. I've just got to have a wife when the time comes.
I'm awful sorry for you. but there ain't nothing I can do about it.
You? Hallie, you'll be my wife.
Oh, Mr. Wingate, this is so sudden.
Just for this afternoon. Meet Mr. Billings when he comes. Talk about how you're always trying to make me happy and content.
Oh, just for this afternoon? No, sir, not me. I wouldn't know what to say to him.
You can put on one of Betty's dresses and fix up your hair a little bit.
You don't like how I do my hair?
Oh, I think it's beautiful, but Hallie, I'll give you a raise.
Ooh, how long exactly will I have to talk to him?
Only a minute or two. You can say you're not feeling well or something, and just so he sees you and knows you're devoted to me.
Well, how much of a raise was you planning to give me?
I'll double it, Hallie, double it. Now get ready while I go and meet the bus. How could I have forgotten about this? All this birthday business on my mind. Hurry, Hallie.
Yes, sir. I'll hurry.
John, darling, where's Betty?
Betty's gone.
Shopping? Oh, dear. Oh, Howie and I are going to the grandest dinner tonight. It's in honor of our engagement. Carol Adams is giving it, and I wanted to tell Betty all about it.
Didn't you hear me? She's gone. She left me forever.
Left you? Oh, John, you did. Beat her?
My own sister asked if I beat my wife? But Nancy, listen, Nancy, you can help me out.
What can I do?
You're much more the type. I see that now. Hallie would never do.
Type for what?
My boss is coming here in a few minutes to meet my wife, and I haven't got a wife anymore.
Oh, maybe she'll be back in a day or so.
But I need a wife right now or I won't get the job. Nancy, you pretend to be my wife just for this afternoon.
Me?
You talk to Mr. Billings, tell him how devoted you are and what a sensible, stable fellow I am. It's terribly important, Nancy.
Oh, but I expect Howie to come over early, before the dinner.
Stall him, can't you? Just for half an hour or so.
Well, all right. I mean, I'll help you out, but just remember, after this, no more cracks about how your kid sister is a brat.
You're an angel. Have to meet the bus. Hey, Grace, got a dash.
Wow, what's he in such a hurry about?
Business. Betty's not home.
Oh, isn't she? I wanted her to listen to my paper. I'm reading it at our women's club this afternoon.
Oh, how nice. But I'm afraid you'll have to get somebody else to listen to it.
Well, now that you're engaged, Nancy, it would be very edifying for you. I call it The Importance of Diet on Health, or The Way to a Man's Heart is Through His Stomach.
Why don't you just call it Feed the Brute? You know, Howie just adores the way that I bake angel food cake, only I didn't tell him it was from a bakery.
The first essential of a proper diet is...
Excuse me, but would somebody please tell me something?
What is it, Hallie?
Would I look more refined in blue or red?
Really?
Whichever you like better yourself. I'm going to be married in a coral-colored suit with black accessories. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
The first essential...
Oh, that's probably Mother. I told her to call me right away when Howie arrived. Hello? He is? Yes? Okay, I'll be right there. Okay, bye. Listen, Howie wants to see if I like my corsage for tonight.
The first essential...
Oh, a beautiful speech, Grace dear. Listen, I'll run downstairs and see him for just a minute, and if John comes in, just tell him, don't worry.
Well, the first essential of a proper diet is balance. And what, my friends, is balance?
Nancy! Oh, hello again, Grace.
I'm rehearsing my paper for this afternoon. If you'll just sit down and compose yourself, John, I'd like the benefit of your advice.
Compose myself? He wasn't at the bus. Did he come here?
Who?
Mr. Billings, my boss.
Oh, I sure haven't seen him.
Then it must have been the train he meant. Maybe he's waiting at the station now. Is Nancy all set?
Well, Nancy went home just a minute ago. She said Howie wanted to see her.
Nancy's gone? My own sister walks onto me just like my wife.
What are you talking about?
Didn't Nancy tell you? My boss is coming this afternoon to meet my wife, and Betty's gone home to her mother.
She left you?
Forever. But Nancy promised that she'd pretend to be my wife and meet my boss, and now she let me down too. Did she say anything about it?
Well, just that you shouldn't worry.
Not worry? Not worry? Grace, you've got to do it.
Do what?
You're my cousin, aren't you? And you think an awful lot about me, don't you?
Yes, but,
Maybe you are a little older than I am, but anyone's better than Hallie.
and just what is it that you're asking me to do?
Meet my boss when he comes here and pretend you're my wife.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. I have my paper to rehearse for the meeting and...
Just for a half an hour or so. You'll save my career, won't you? Say yes, Grace, please.
I suppose I will have to if it means that much to you. But you know, I'm not very good at making believe.
Hand him some line about how devoted you are to me and what a steady fellow I am. Good old Grace. I'll be right back with him if he's at the station.
Did I hear Mr. Wingate call me, ma'am?
No, he just said to tell you not to bother.
Oh, ma'am, it's no bother. Not now. And I think I look more refined in red, ma'am.
Oh, do you? His boss is coming in a few minutes, Hallie.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'd better hurry.
Oh, I'll have time to run upstairs, powder my nose, I think, and straighten my hair. It will be all right when I explain to him about the club meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
See?
John, a car, he's here. Oh, I'll answer the doorbell, Hallie.
I'm hurrying just as fast as I can.
Well, no need to hurry. Good afternoon.
Mrs. Wingate?
Why, yes.
My name is Billings.
Oh, of course. John has told me so much about you, Mr. Billings. Do come in. Won't you sit down?
Isn't he here?
John? Oh, no, he went to meet you.
Oh, then he'll be along in a minute. I got a lift with a friend. You're a little younger than I thought you'd be.
Oh, I'm much older than I look.
Oh?
Oh, much older. And the sensible type. John says, just a little homebody.
I admire a young woman who makes a career of her home and knows how to keep her husband happy.
Oh. Thank you. John is so wrapped up in his work, and I try to do everything I can to help him.
Excellent, Mrs. Wingate.
Oh, do call me Nancy.
Nancy, I don't mind telling you, I'm considering John for a promotion.
Are you really?
Oh, he'll need a clear head and good nerves to make a success of it. Mustn't have any domestic upsets to bother him.
Oh, we never have upsets. John is just so devoted to you.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Will you excuse me, please?
Certainly.
Oh, hello, darling. But, oh, really? Oh, okay, well, maybe just for a few minutes. Okay, right, bye. Oh, that was my dearest girlfriend. She's getting married soon to the most wonderful young man named Howie.
Indeed.
Good looking and clever, and the nicest dimple, and eyes that sort of twinkle. Oh,
Your girlfriend?
no, Howie. But could you excuse me for a few minutes? My girlfriend wants to consult me about a very important matter.
Of course. I won't stay since neither you nor John seems to find it convenient to be here.
Oh, you must stay, dear Mr. Billings. Oh, listen, I'll be right back. It's just upstairs, and John should be here any minute.
Well, very well. I'll stay for a moment.
Oh, dear Mr. Billings.
Mr. Billings, I presume.
Yes?
So charmed to meet you. I'm John's wife.
Your what?
Hallie, John's little wifey. He tells me you're a pretty swell guy, and I can see he ain't kidding.
No, did I understand you to say there must be something wrong with my hearing?
Oh, business is an awful strain, ain't it?
Yes, yes it is.
But my John don't mind. He's crazy about his work. Crazy about me, too. See, he bought me this candy for my birthday. And would you like some?
No, thank you.
Don't mind if I do. But Hallie, darling, he says to me, don't eat too much of it and spoil your beautiful figure, he says. Do you think I have a beautiful figure, Mr. Billings?
Let me get this straight. If you're John's wife...
Didn't I just tell you I am? And he's simply nuts about me.
Then what about the other one who was just here?
You mean Nancy? Such a dear girl, ain't she? John thinks the world of her.
Oh,
A little bit tired?
a little.
Working too hard, I expect. Oh, that's too bad. Yes, Nancy's a darling. She's gonna have a little apartment in town soon.
Then you don't want her to live here?
Oh, dear me. I ain't got nothing to say about where she lives.
But you don't mind the situation at all?
Mind? I'm tickled pink. Nancy's terribly in love with him.
I think I'd better go now.
Before John comes in? Oh, no. But I'm afraid I gotta leave you.
You're not going anywhere like that.
Oh, just to my room for a little rest. I'm slightly indisposed this afternoon.
You're not the only one.
I'm the delicate type, high-strung and all.
I still can't believe this. You know about Nancy? Nancy knows about you? Are you both crazy? Or is John? Or am I?
Oh, you're squeezing my arms here. Oh, Mr. Billings, naughty, naughty.
I am not.
Now, don't get mad. But John's awful jealous, you see, and I gotta be careful.
No, wait a minute.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. One of my spells is coming on. Oh, my arthritis is killing me.
Arthritis in your stomach?
Stomach arthritis. And don't come no closer. It's catching.
They're all crazy.
I beg your pardon, but are you Mr. Billings?
Yes. Why?
Is something the matter? I'm so sorry my husband wasn't here to welcome you, but I want you to make yourself right at home.
May I ask who you are?
John's wife.
Another one.
Another what, Mr. Billings?
What a man.
Are you feeling all right?
I suppose you live here too?
Well, naturally, I live where my husband lives. You know how devoted John is to his work? Well, he's just as devoted to me, a model husband.
He loves them all and makes them like it.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow you. To be sure, there is a slight difference in our ages, but John prefers a more mature woman.
I see, but Nancy and Hallie,
Oh, you've met them?
yes, and they told me.
Nancy's so happy, isn't she? Of course, the dear child doesn't know how to cook, but Hallie or I can advise her.
I suppose he's crazy about Hallie too?
John, what a funny way to put it. Naturally, he'd do anything to keep her here. You know how it is these days.
Oh, I didn't know it was like this.
Well, Hallie's threatened to leave a couple of times, but John always persuades her to stay.
Just one big happy family. If I hadn't heard it with my own ears, I wouldn't have believed it. This is the finish. I'm going, and you can tell John Wingate.
Oh, you're not going before he comes home. While you're waiting for him, I'll read you the paper I'm to give at my club this afternoon. All about proper diet, and I would value your opinion. Could I have carried it upstairs with me? I remember now. I left it up on the bureau. You sit right there until I get back.
All of dad blame crazy places to get into.
Guess who, darling?
John's fourth wife.
I thought you were John.
I'm your husband's boss. I suppose you are John's wife.
Of course I am. But what did you say about 4 wives?
You're the fourth wife of his I've met today. Maybe he has a dozen others I haven't even met yet.
Now I am going home to Mother. Oh, John, how could you? 4 wives? And I trusted you.
Betty, darling, you've come back.
John Wingate, you're fired as of right now. No man can keep a harem and go on working for me.
What harem? This is my wife, Mr. Billings.
And she's your wife too.
John, darling.
There's another one of your wives.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Billings, dear.
And she's your wife too. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hallie, my best hostess gown.
I ain't any of his wives. I'm the maid.
Ooh, and I happen to be his cousin. And this is the last time I'm going to help him out in one of his crazy schemes.
Oh, poor Mr. Billings. You look so flabbergasted. I'm not John's wife either. I'm his sister.
Then what? Why?
Oh, and since he doesn't need me anymore, I'll fly. You see, I'm the lucky girl who's going to marry Howie.
Oh, John, the minute I take my eyes off you, you get into trouble.
Oh, but darling, Mr. Billings wanted to meet my wife and you left me.
Left you? How absurd, Precious. Can't you take a little joke? Oh, Mr. Billings, I'm crazy about my sweetie pie. Even if he did forget about my birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Billings, what's wrong?
Birthday? Anniversary. What's today's date?
October 5th.
Oh, by thunder, I forgot to get my wife an anniversary present.
Oh, you men.
Oh, I'll never hear the end of it.
How about some nice flowers? They're always appropriate.
I won't have time to pick them up. My train leaves in 10 minutes.
Oh, take these then. John gave them to me for my birthday.
I wouldn't think of it.
Nonsense. Your wife will never forgive you if you come home empty-handed. And just take the vase too. It's crystal. Makes the perfect anniversary gift.
A wonderful little wife you've got there, John. She's a great help to a man.
Don't I know it?
Don't miss your train.
I won't. And thank you very, very much. And that job, John, is yours if you want it.
Do I?
Oh, Mr. Billings, I think you're the cleverest man.
Bye. And thank you so very, very much, Mrs. Wingate.
Darling.